Hello YouTube, and welcome back again to another Keyforge gameplay episode over here on the Crucible Online, the Keyforge simulator for your browser. Coming back at it again with some of these newer decks. Here we have another new one, was just uploaded a couple days ago. Probably the best name I've seen so far on this the Crucible Online simulator. It's called He That Blindly Faces the Club. Man, some of these names are pretty nice. But it is Mars, Brobnar, and Dis. Pretty interesting cards, a lot of new ones as well. We'll go over the deck real quick. Over here in Brobnar, of course, Loot the Bodies, really good Brobnar card that combos with a new card here. Earthshaker, it's a 7 power creature that's a giant, and when you play it, it destroys each creature with power 3 or lower. So a board wipe slash a big creature. I think this one's really strong. And then another new card for us is just Blood of Titans. This creature gets +5 power. It's an upgrade and it gets you an Amber. So decent little card and just some more average Brobnar cards here. Over in Dis, we have, of course, Control the Weak over here at the top. It's the action that lets you control your opponent's next house on their next turn. In addition to that, we have Lash, another great common card for Dis I pointed out in one of my earlier videos. We have Life Ward. I've played against this, but I don't think I've played with it yet. But it's an artifact, and you can sacrifice it at Omni, so that's at any turn, and your opponent cannot play creatures on their next turn. I found this to be pretty strong because at least a majority of most decks are made up by creatures, and so this can put your opponent behind a pretty good bit on tempo, especially if you time it rightly. Then another new creature is Drummel. This is a 2-power elusive creature, and when you play it, if your opponent has 7 or more Amber, you get to capture all of it. So it seems like a little bit narrow, but it's nice that it has elusive. And even if you don't get to use the play effect, it's still a 2-power elusive that you can reap with a good amount of times. Over here in Mars, Orbital Bombardment and Phosphorus Stars, 2 all-stars for the Mars house. We also have Crystal Hive. We played this with this before, but it's an artifact and you can use its action ability. So for the remainder of the turn, you get an Amber each time a creature reaps. So you're getting 2 Amber for each reap. That's really strong. We also have Incubation Chamber. It's another artifact, Omni ability. If you reveal a Mars creature from your hand, you get to archive it. So this is exactly what Mars wants to do. It wants to set up its hands for explosive turns. So I really like this, especially if you can get at it early. But that'll do it for the deck overview, guys. I'll meet you guys in game. Alright guys, so here we are in game. We have the choice this time, so as always we'll choose first. Let's see what our hand looks like. We have Valdir and Anger and Bromnar, not amazing. A couple of Mars creatures and Squawker, not bad. And then Lash plus Dominator Bobble in. I don't mind getting Bobble out early and then turn to going some good Mars stuff. We'll try to keep this. So we're not going to mulligan. We'll go Dis and just play out our Dominator Bobble. Or see what they've got. So it's not an amazing hand, but probably about average. I'd rather not have like a really bad hand in the case that I mulligan, you know. But let's see, our opponent's playing Logos, Sanctum, Untamed, so they have some good combo ability in their deck. So they're going Logos here. Okay, Wild Wormhole, right from the top. Let's see what they play. Cooperative Hunting. Okay, that's pretty good for us that they whiff on that Wild Wormhole. Hopefully they play a creature, and then we can have Mind Warper make it capture from their own side. Okay, this is okay. And this will have elusive, and this will be only 3 power. So they can take care of it next turn if they go Logos again, but that's pretty unlikely. So yeah, just going to do Mars here. Let's make sure to read this. Ready and Mars. Okay. So we'll go ahead and play this out. Or do we just want to stun his creature? That seems decent as well. I sort of like stunning their creature here. We're going to do that. Because right now our board state is sort of vulnerable to his Quixo, so if he eventually gets to fight with it, he's got just one target here. We have a pretty good Brobnar hand coming up as well, so this is looking good here. Blood of the Titans is the upgrade that gives the creature +5 power. I actually sort of want to use it on this, because if Mind Warper has elusive and +5 power, that becomes a pretty strong card that they'll have to deal with somehow. And its action is pretty strong, in the long game at least. So after next turn I could have a pretty powerful board. Sure. So this becomes a little bit worse. Which one am I more afraid of? Probably I'd rather get rid of the taunt creature, because this deals +2 damage when attacking. So this would be a straight up trade. Whereas this would just kill it. So I probably will just kill this Staunch Knight here. So we'll go Brobnar. Play this on the left. Play this on the left. So it gets +2 power while it is on the flank. So that means it's going to be a trade no matter what. Okay, I'm going to make him trade if it's going to be a trade. Because I can attack here for... No, it's still a trade. This is tough. I'm going to deal with the taunt creature and then play the upgrade on the Mind Warper. Okay, so this is looking better here. Head on the board and on Amber count. It's a good place to be. Our hand is pretty balanced, unfortunately, but we can threaten to kill the Quixo and make them lose next turn. Make them lose Amber. Although I don't really want to play this because it kills one of my creatures as well. So they're going Sanctum again. Ooh, play stun a creature. Okay. Pretty good. Okay, stunning Mind Warper. It's probably a good move. Sure. Okay. Sort of just feeling Brobnar here. I can play Earthshaker. It'll take care of his Quixo. Yeah, we're gonna go Brobnar. So this should hopefully not kill this creature. I don't think that's correct if it does, but we're about to find out. Okay, good. Interaction is correct online. So we probably want to get rid of his Lady Myexna with Anger while we can, and then just reap here. Yep. So again, pushing our Amber advantage. He doesn't have a whole lot of ways to steal in these houses that we need to be worried about. Yeah, Brobnar looking good. He's going Untamed. Hunting Witch turn, okay. Let's see how many creatures he has to play. Hunting Witch, the card that each time you play another creature you get an amber, so we definitely need to deal with it next turn. Playing Regrowth to return one of his creatures. So we might just go Bromnar again next turn, loot the bodies, and trade off for the board. Look up to set up a really good Mars turn on the following. Yeah, because we really want to get rid of the Hunting Witch this turn. We can make him lose 1. We'll gain 2 for killing 2 of his creatures, and I can even trade here, I believe. We'll see how it works out, because this guy has 6 plus he has 8, and then I can trade. That seems alright, and then I'll be left with 2 Bromnar creatures against his empty board. So we're going to go for that. Bromnar, loot the bodies. Let's see. I'm going to do it like this to protect the most amount of life on both of my creatures here. And then 7 onto, this should be a trade here. Yep, it is. And so that's looking good. Looking really good. So we're quite ahead on board here. Forcing a key generation on the next turn he has to deal with. And we also have a very, very good Mars turn ready to set up. So he's chosen Sanctum. Seems like he's been playing a lot of Sanctum early here. Shield Justice, each friendly creature cannot be. So he's just trying to gain Amber there. Playing some more big baddies. Okay, so is he going to choose to fight? I would sort of be happy if he does, because I have some ways to deal damage in hand. Okay. Sure, I'd rather have this one anyway. This creature is much better. So, do we want to Phosphorus Stars here? I guess that's still pretty good. Gives us 2 chains, but we're gonna go Mars 2 turns in a row and start to get a lot of advantage that way. So I'm gonna have 3 damage to parse out, so I could kill this guy or put this guy down to 1. So I'm probably just gonna kill this guy here. So we'll go Mars. Let's do this in the correct order, Kevin. Play this, revealing 3 cards, so I have 6 damage. Parse out, so we'll just kill this guy. Phosphorus Stars honestly seems pretty like not worth the chains as well. So I'll probably discard it because it's just trading 1 stun for 1 stun. So I'm just going to discard it here. Oh my gosh, and look at this next turn. A huge disc turn. And we have Dominator Bottle to go ahead and get rid of Zork's stun as well. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this game is lining up pretty well for us. Opponent's going to have to do some good stuff to get back into it. So he's going Logos here. And another key metric I talk about of cycling through your deck, you can see we're 5 cards ahead of him through our deck. And next turn, let's see. We just got a huge turn. Sort of don't like that he's getting an extra turn of Mother. I don't think there's any way we can deal with it at this point. Okay, Dimension Door. Is he going to reaping? Okay. So we're definitely taking our disc turn here. We could control the weak, force him into... He hasn't played Untamed for a while, so I sort of want to force him into that. And then he can't do anything about our board either, and we'll set up a good attack for Zorg. Okay, so let's play some stuff. We could alternatively just reap here and kill the bat drone instead of getting rid of this stun, but I'd rather get rid of this stun here. And play some creatures. And then go ahead and control the weak. So we definitely don't want him to use logos. I'm going to go Untamed here. Okay, yeah, this card's still bugged, the Drummel. It always steals. This should only capture if he had 7 or more. He only had 3. So I just want to make sure that we keep everything fair. But the opponent's gone with Untamed here. See what he has to offer. Next turn, probably going to go Dis here and then stun with Zorg. Looks like we can just reap up a good bit. Uh-oh, lost in the woods. It's a symmetric effect though, so I mean, a lot of his creatures are decent too. He's probably going to want to get rid of these two. So Lost in the Woods is the card that put two of his creatures and two of my creatures back into their owners' decks. Oh, so he's discarding it. Ooh, I don't know if that's correct. So I think we're still on Dis this turn. And then probably just stun, kill Mother, and then stun their 2 other Logos cards. Play out some more threats. Yeah, that's what I'm on. So we're going to go Dis. Do this first. Have this fight Mother. So that's going to stun those 2 creatures, which could be problematic. I think I just want to reap with all of these creatures. And then play a couple more creatures. And yeah, that'll be it. So I chose to attack there because if he wants to go Untamed again, he just played Untamed, so it's unlikely, even if he wants to attack to get rid of my board, that he has a lot more follow-up. And then the Sanctum card, I mean, he can deploy more Sanctum threats, but we're way ahead on board. So unless he has some sort of board wipe, which there is in these houses, but it's pretty unlikely. Yeah, we have a decent Brobnar turn from our hand, but unless he does something significant to my board, I still have Dominator Bauble plus 6 disc creatures to reap or attack with. So, and again, good thing I stunned these creatures here. Okay, Twin Bolt Emission. I'm gonna get rid of a couple of my creatures, Shaffles and Drummel. Okay. Choosing not to kill Zorg. Interesting decision. Okay. This makes it interesting. So we're up to 2. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can reap up to 6 this turn. So I think that's the move, and then force him to deal with it. Let's make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can actually get an extra one here if I just attack with it. But no reason to do that. Let's just go up to 6, make him capture 1. And going up to exactly 6 is pretty good. Sometimes the Sanctum cards trigger if you have more than 6, so we'll just do this again. So reap. Cleansing Wave. Okay, that could have been pretty good for him. We'll steal 1. This puts it 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yep, reap. Oh, wait, yeah, you have to use Bobble to reap with this card, which we can do to his Batrone here. And play this action. Choose the opponent's discard pile to purge from. We'll get rid of, let's say, Hunting Witch and Mother, or Dimension Door. Let's get rid of. I guess it's only letting me select one. I think this one's bugged as well, but that's fine. We really just wanted the 1 Amber there. So that puts us up to 6. And that's all we can do. So let's see if he has a way to capture. Oh, he does, on board. But it makes him go Logos again for a 2nd turn in a row. So I guess we could have played around that by attacking with the Dust Imp onto something. But this plays towards a longer game in the case that he has another way to steal in addition to the Batrone. Going Untamed, interesting. So maybe he has a way to steal in Untamed. But to me, the only way for him on board was just to fight with the Batrone. So yeah, I think we probably have it locked up then. So he's just clearing out our board. So he still needs a way to deal with our key generation next turn. So yeah, just fighting with his creatures. Awesome. So we got the win there. Our big disc board ended up winning us the game there. So we'll take it back to the deck overview. See you guys there. So yeah, guys, He That Blindly Faces the Club, A+ name, also a pretty good deck, you know. Again, tend to be a fan of decks with high creature counts because that's repeatable advantage. Anger, one of Brobnar's better cards when you have some good fight effects, which we do in this deck. So definitely decent here. Blood of Titans didn't get to do a whole lot for us, but Loot the Bodies was really good for us there. A bunch of the discards were really, really good. Pit Demon, Shaffles, Control the Weak. Didn't get to use a whole lot of Mars, but we did get at least 1 hit off with our Zork, which is, if you can do that, you're set up for a pretty advantageous game there. And we actually discarded Phosphorus Stars because we didn't really need it. Orbital Bombardment did pretty good work too. So that does it for this video, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video and you want to see more, please leave me a like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me out. Make a couple videos every week, and I'm looking to do some more strategy videos as well. So hope you guys have a great day, and good luck out there fighting in the Crucible.